Welcome back to the Outlaw Ranch, y'all. Yesterday we left off with having to straighten this table out and get some of this grinding stuff off, or the weld splatter and the weld marks off from where we had these braces. So I've got some of that work done. The braces here are all cleaned up, so they're ready to go back on. I got most of this stuff cleaned up here. I do still need to pull this brace off here, but this is amazing. Look at how far that had to move to get back flat. I'm kind of floored by that. Here's the other brace here. So we're ready to go with this. I do believe I had to cut a brace loose on this side as well. Yep, sure enough, it's this brace here. So we'll go ahead and finish removing it and get it moved back into position as well and get everything welded up. The other thing that it looks like I need to do, a brother of mine was telling me, he seems to think I need to turn the amperage up on the welder, so we're going to try that as well. I don't know what I'm looking at to tell anybody that, yeah, it's not hot enough or the wire speed's too much or anything, so we're going to go with his suggestion and go from there. So stand by, folks. We got some more work to do today, and we're going to get it done. Okay, folks. I got those other pieces cut off and removed. Everything is now ground down nice like it was before. We got the braces are all cleaned up now. I've been slowly working on getting these nice and flat. It's getting there. We're pretty close, according to the straight edge, real close on a lot of these. That one was good. This one was pretty good. This tube was just a little low if I spanned from here to here. This one was perfect. So it's coming along. I guess the next thing I have to do is get these braces put back in place and tacked in place. And that should be the next step. So stand by, folks. We're still working. Catch you in a bit. All right, y'all. I now have all of the bracing tacked back on. You can see it's still smoking. It's hot. Some of these, and I've got some good gaps in, but they all planed in pretty well, and like that's on the inside of the table, so you'll never see it. The outside of the table looks much better. Yeah, right there. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know what happened there. It is tight. But anyways, all of that's tacked back in. We're going to let things cool off. And I guess while that's cooling off, I'll see what I can do about getting that tabletop back up on top of this thing. It shouldn't move anywhere. All the legs are fully burned in now. The bracing isn't. And I think that's what I'll do. I'll try and work out how to get this back up there. I'd really like to flip it over and see what the other side looks like, see if it's any better looking. You know, I just don't want these, grind marks on top of the table. It's just me being kind of picky. Maybe I'm being too picky, but anyways, and an apology. I believe my camera is overheating, and that's why it's freezing the frame. The audio is still nice and fluid, but the video seems to freeze, and then it'll move a little bit, and then it freezes again. And I think that's what's happening is my camera's overheating. So I'm going to try and do a better job keeping the camera cool. It's just really hot out here. So stand by, folks. We've got a little bit more work to do. That's probably it for anything really groundbreaking. The rest of this is just fully welding this stuff in and then getting that tabletop on. Once I get that stuff done, we'll come back and take a look unless there's something that I find more interesting that y'all might want to take a look at. But that'll probably do it for this video. Everything is straight again. Everything's nice and straight. Everything's nice and flat, thank goodness. As we come down, you can kind of see everything is nice and flat. So that'll probably be it for the day. I appreciate y'all watching. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps get this channel off the ground. And we'll catch y'all in the next one. Thank you.